Welcome to the pregame show for Leeds football team. I'm excited about your team, Coach. Last week you had a 44-10 victory, I think it was. Looking forward to the game tonight. I'm going to be there. And I would like to tell everybody that, ask everybody to come out and vote for me. I'm running for House District 45, and I'm sponsoring the game tonight. And thanks, and get out and vote on October the 11th. Coach, in your 42-10 victory over regional opponent Marbury, 3 passes for touchdowns and over 300 yards on the ground. Tell us how the offense unit is doing this year and how they turned out a performance like this.
We got a great rushing offense, and I think that it all comes down to our offensive front. They do a great job. Got some pretty big guys up there. That's 4 of the 5 are back from last year's team. So they do a good job for us. Our fullback, Christian Blaylock, does a great job of leading blocks and getting out in the flats and catching balls. I think he had 2 touchdown catches the other night, so that was big for us. And if we can throw the ball, we're going to give people a lot of trouble. And I think Devontae Smith did a good job of throwing the ball. I think it was 6 for 7 the other night for over 100 yards and 3 touchdowns. So, you know, if we can do that, and you got Ladarius Rogers and you got Ronald Woods, and this week we'll get Chris Etheredge back, you know, from the knee injury. So it should help out a lot, and our receivers catching the ball. So it helps out a lot. I think Dylan Shelton had a touchdown catch the other night from the tight end position, and we had both of the other receivers caught balls. So, yeah, I mean, if we can catch the ball and we can get our passing game working, we're going to be hard to stop on offense. And our defense has played well, you know, and all over the last 5 years since I've been here. They love to swarm to football, and it's just been a good team effort the last couple of games. And, you know, we're going to have to play mistake-free ball this week if we want to win up at Clay County.
Coach, last week you had several fumbles. Tell us what we can do to prevent that from happening this game.
We've worked some ball security drills all week this week. You know, we've sent them down there with Coach Shell, and Coach Shell's worked ball security with them, and that's a big focus right now. You know, we put the ball on the ground 5 times the other night, which isn't very good from anybody's standards, much less ours. We're known for not turning the ball over, taking care of the football, and grinding out yards, and just, you know, playing smash mouth football. You can't play smash mouth football if you're going to put the ball on the ground. And we've talked about that from day one. A lot of things I do, if they put the ball on the ground, a lot of times they don't touch it many more times. So the better their ball security is, the more they're going to get to touch the football. So I think that plays a lot into them taking care of the football. Ladarius Rogers is a guy who really takes care of the football for us, don't fumble it much, and has a lot to do with him being a strong young man and getting in the weight room. And, you know, if somebody tugs on his arm, they ain't pulling it too far. So, but we have addressed the ball security issues this week. Our quarterback's got to do a better job of taking care of the football because he's fumbling around a little bit. He likes to play that metro ball, likes to throw that ball out there and do the Michael Vick and some of those guys. So we've really stressed that this week in practice, because if we turn it over against Clay County, we have no shot to win the game Friday.
Folks, this year you're headed down to Clay County to play the Panthers, and last year you played them at Homer Smiles football stadium, and you had a 3-0 victory. But games that you played there, you've come away with no victories. Right. What are you going to do to change this outcome?
Well, hopefully we compete a little better than we did last time we went down. We've only been there one time since I've been the head coach here at Leeds High School. It was my very first year. It was after we had just beat Hoax Bluff, who was ranked 5 in the state, after our second game. And we were real pumped up. We were going into Clay County. They was ranked number 1. And we sort of got a feeling why they were ranked number 1 after that game. They demolished us 52-6. I can't remember us passing the 50-yard line except for one time, the time we scored. So they really put it to us when we went down there, and it sort of gave us a gauge of where we needed to be and the type of team we wanted to be, you know, and it sort of put it in perspective how hard we had to work to get there, and our kids have done that. So the roles have changed a little bit, you know. now we're number one coming in, and they're like ranked 5 or 6 or something like that, and we got that big X on our back. They got a lot of pride and a lot of tradition up there, and it's going to be hard to go up there and get a win. But that's what we plan on doing. We plan on going up there and trying to get us a victory and win another region game and win the region, and then try to go on and win the state championship.
Well, I sure hope you do.
I hope so too.
Coach, thanks for being with us. And I'd like for everyone that can come to this football game to give the team support tonight. We need your support. The more people we have cheering on the sides gives our team a little bit uplift, and
Right.
it could make a difference in a game.
Absolutely.
And I would like to close our interview out by saying, "Roll Green Wave."